ba, arrangement, kung anong pinaka... Sa pulse, anong predominant cell?
C.
B.
C.
Going to the next slide.
Saan yung B? Parang B.
May gumawa dito next slide.
BNT lang na choices mo.
Okay.
C. Saan yung B? Ay.
Lymph node. So you have the capsule. Beneath the capsule, you have the efferent lymphatic channel. We call this subcapsular sinus. So from efferent, it is received by your lymph node through the sub or marginal if you want, but it's more easily called subcapsular sinus because you have the capsule here, you have the subcapsular sinus, and then you have the cortex. Your lymph node is divided into cortex, and you have the medulla. Okay, cortex. In the cortex, predominantly B, you have the lymphatic nodule. Okay, with or without this one, without germinal center. With germinal center, you have the page area, meaning you have the B cells transforming into an immunoblast. Okay, an immunoblast further differentiates into effector plasma and memory B cells. Next, between lymphatic nodules is the cortical area. So this area is your cortical. Between is your paracortical area. And this is paracortical area. You get that? So this is your paracortical area. You go down, you see these dilated sinuses, and you have these medullary cords. The medullary cords are dense type of connective lymphatic tissues, but they are in what? Strips or cords. You got that? So, yung mga yan. Separated. So these are medullary cords separated by this sinuses. Medullary sinuses. Okay? So, if the area in focus is your medullary area, then characteristically, you can have medullary cords plus sinuses is equal to lymph node. If the area in focus is the capsule and subcapsular sinus and your cortex with lymphatic nodules, you have a lymph node. So you have to know the structure so that you can identify the organ. Maliwanag. Tingnan natin. Lymphatic nodules din to, just like your lymph node. But, take note of the other structure. So you have a lot of lymphatic nodules with germinal center. Ito, laki ng germinal center. Oh. Itong buong ito, germinal center yan. Yung pale area na yan. Okay? Another one here. So, lymphatic nodules plus the crypt.
Blurred ba? Hindi pwede. Okay, it's clear.
Plus so you have the crypt.
Yung mga puso.
Tonsillar crypt lined by stratified squamous non-keratinizing. So the crypt plus the lymphatic nodule equals tonsil. The surface mucosa, the surface epithelium, the surface is also covered by mucosa, SSNK. Unfortunately, this is nasira. Again, lymphatic nodules, these are your lymphatic nodules, secondary because you have the germinal center, plus the crypt lined by stratified squamous non-keratinizing equals tonsil.
Answer mo?
Appendix. Appendix, you have also a lot of lymphatic nodules. Yan, lymphatic nodules yan. But with the colonic gland, so colonic gland and the surface epithelium is also lined by goblet cells. These are goblet lining your colonic glands. These colonic glands plus the lymphatic nodule. Take note, pareho rin yan ng tonsil, pareho lymph node. But with this structure, you have an appendix.
Bakit?
Maliwanag?
As surgery.
Colonic glands lined by goblet, and the surface epithelium is also lined by goblet, plus lymphatic nodule equals appendix. Next, ileum. You have also lymphatic nodule in the ileum. Although you have other lymphatic tissue like this one, it is more of dense. Dense and loose and lymphatic nodules are classification specific subtype of lymphatic tissue. Kapag ka nodule yan, specific subtype, primary lymphatic nodule or secondary lymphatic nodule or lymphatic nodule with germinal center. You got that? Those are specific subtypes. You got that? So you have here dense based on the density of the lymphocytes in the lamina propria. From dense, they can also form lymphatic nodules because remember, these dense lymphatic tissue are mixture of T and B. If the B is stimulated by T, they will form lymphatic nodules. If you have aggregates of lymphatic nodules, kasi bata ito kaya walang masyadong pang-aggregate. These are lymphatic nodules. Ang definition ng pair, aggregate. So more than one lymphatic nodule. So straight line yun, meron yan. Makikita mo meron, another one, dalawang lymphatic nodules. So that is your pairs. In order to identify the organ, you have villi. Kita nyo itong mga to? They are blunt or club-shaped. Club-shaped, blunt. So villi plus the intestinal gland plus the nodule or plus the pair equal to ileum. Maliwanag? Take note of this other structure so that you can identify the organ. Once you identify the type of lymphatic tissue, let's say this is your pair, let's say meron pang isang lymphatic nodule dito. Now you're sure that it is a pair. Now the next question is organ. Take note of the villi and the gland. Okay. Villi. Gland. So you have an ileum. Take note of your jejunum. In jejunum you have also lymphatic tissue, but mostly are dense. See? Dense. And take note of the finger-like, tall, delicate villi. And of course, villi are elongation of the mucosa. So you have the lamina propria in the villi filled with lymphocytes. So this is a dense type of lymphatic tissue. Villi plus dense type lymphatic tissue equals jejunum. So ileum and jejunum, they have villi, but you can differentiate the villi and you can identify the organ. Okay? Thymus. Thymus is dense. It is also encapsulated. This is the capsule. There is no subcapsular sinus because there is no connection to the afferent because the purpose, it is not for filtering your lymph or for phagocytosis of antigen. Remember function ng thymus? Differentiation and maturation. So acquire PCR and CD3 counter and CD4. So you have the capsule, a little bit split, and you have the okay. Pag minsan meron ditong adipose tissue, okay? So capsule, then you have the cortex. And take note that your thymus is divided into several lobules. 1, 2, 3 by this septa or trabeculae. Septa or trabecular extension of your capsule towards the core of your thymus. So this is your cortex. The thymus is divided into several lobules. 1, 2, you have another one here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is your septa or trabeculae. Take note that all the lymphocytes here are deep, and they are dense lymphatic tissue. You have also this characteristic whorl-like. Nahilo kayo? Ito naman. Whorl-like or pearl-like structure. These are degenerated reticular epithelial connective tissue of the thymus. This is your asal corpuscles or tiny corpuscles. If you have a lot of tiny corpuscles like this, ang dami, 1, 2, 3, 4, you are in the medulla. Pag marami. Tingnan mo rito sa cortex. Oh, wala. Per area. Paminsan-minsan lang meron. Pero pag dumating ka rito sa may area ng medulla, makakita ka madami. Oh. You got that? Cortex and medulla. That's it. Next, trachea, loose.
Trachea.
Trachea. Alam niyo yung trachea?
Ano yan? Ano? Specimen.
As old as... As old as go. Meeting dito rin siya.
This is your mucosa. This is your mucosa from here down here. Okay? You have the lining epithelium and you have the lamina propria. Take note of the scattered, loosely scattered round blue cells. Those are your lymphocytes. So take note of their density. So you have only few of the lymphocytes scattered towards the lamina. This is a classical example of loose type of lymphatic tissue. Organs, ayan, ganyan, familiar na kayo yan. Plus,
Yes.
loose lymphatic tissue equals trachea. Okay. Get your microscope and your stuff. Yun lang ang essence.